What's up, y'all? Today Wednesday, the 5th, and honestly, this is my today's the 5th, and I fast because the first is for the Most High, so I fast the 1st through the 7th, and today will be my I fasted on the 31st, which is with Shabbat last month. So from then on to now, I'm ending my fast on Sunday, which would be the 9th. Will be like 12 o'clock a.m. On the 9th. So yeah, man. I go on the dry fast too. I dry fast, no food, no water. I do it just as the prophets before me did. You know what I'm saying? Real deal. It's actually great health benefits too, man. My skin clearing up like a mug, bro. Like great health benefits towards it too, and it come with its pains. This shit challenging, but like, I love challenges though. You know what I'm saying? It's very challenging, bro. Real deal. Like, this shit is challenging, bro. And you gotta build yourself up. So, I'm building myself up because, I want to be the best, bro. Like, I'm trying to be the best, bro. So, that's just me, though. That's my competitive nature, man. That's just my competitiveness within me, man. That leader-like competitiveness in me. Yeah, I'm just making this video just because, man, I was just sitting down once again, got the word open and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Tobias 9. I don't know, man. It just says in Tobias, man, how I'm just gonna read a few things. And it says Tobias chapter 3. And then I, being grieved, did weep, and in my sorrow prayed, saying, O Lord, thou art just in all thy works, and all thy ways are mercy and truth. Are mercy and truth, and thou judgest truly and just forever. Remember me and look on me. Punish me not for my sins and ignorances, and the sins of my fathers who have sinned before thee. For they obeyed not the commandments, wherefore thou hast delivered us for a spoil, and unto captivity, and unto death, and for a proverb of reproach to all the nations among whom we are dispersed. And honestly, with me reading that, it just shows, man, that each and every time, even if you read through Judges, each and every time our people transgress the Most High, remember, he told Moses back in Deuteronomy 31 and back in Exodus. He told Moses back in Exodus that Israel is still rebellious nation, still rebellious people. And then he told Moses once again when Moses was about to die and shit. He told him in I think it was Deuteronomy 31 on how we would basically go against the Most High again by going against His commandments. You know what I'm saying? Remember, it says in Deuteronomy 5 verse 9. It says, Yah will visit the iniquities of thy fathers and those of the third and fourth generation who hate them, right? So I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, this is just me throwing this out here, man. Cause I'm reading the Old Testament, like I'm finishing up the Old Testament right now. I'm on 2 Kings. You know what I'm saying? I'm reading it all, man. And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, this is what the Christian church and everybody ahead of time, I'm missing out all this goodness, bro. Like, it's so much goodness in the Old Testament. It's crazy. It's so much greatness, bro. And I was in this Christian shit, bro, at the time, and they really just took advantage of me and really tried to curse me, bro. Wishing stuff upon me, black magic, and praying to false gods and all this shit. And the Most High pulled me out of that shit, bro. And me reading the Old Testament, I really see, like, how the fuck could you read the Old Testament and then read the New and just be like, how could you forget God like that? Because I'm reading the Old Testament and the Most High very serious about everything He say, and I'm in the Apocrypha too as well. I'm in the Apocrypha, man. Like, I'm in the Apocrypha, man. In the Apocrypha. I'm reading the Apocrypha in the Old Testament, and I'm like, wow, bro. This is crazy. Because I read all of the New. Once again, I read all of the New. And the New is shorter than the Old Testament. Believe that. I read all the New, man. And it's just crazy, and I'm like, damn. But all this is written for. Literally, I go back in the Old Testament and talk about all this shit that we're going through, bro. And it just wowed me, man. People just perverted by their own knowledge and the wickedness of their hearts, man. Because the Most High already said something. But people, think they wise, think they so smart that they go around what the Most High already said. And they find themselves doing the same shit over and over again. And insanity. Wondering why they don't have peace. Wondering why they always stuck and in a position because they're trying to prosper in the wrong things. They're trying to prosper in the wrong things. You got to put the Most High first, man. And it says in James, man, when you ask, you don't receive. James is the New Testament. When you ask, you don't receive because you ask out of self-righteousness and out of just benefiting yourself and your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? So, and y'all adjusting everything he do, bro. And yeah, just with me, he said, man, in Deuteronomy 5:9, he will visit the iniquities, the lawlessness. That's what iniquity means, the lawlessness of those that are the third and fourth generation, of the fathers of the third and fourth generation, and all those things. Check this out, right? Once again, back then in Judges, you know what I'm saying? Every time Israel transgressed against the law of the Most High, well, she already told Moses before he died, and Moses made another song of Moses, which is in Deuteronomy 32. And basically, they transgressed the law, and the Most High didn't drive out the inhabitants of that land, like the Canaanites, the Amorites, the Assyrians, and all that shit. He didn't drive them out, bro. He already told Moses, and Moses warned the people that these people will be a thorn unto y'all. Don't worship their gods. Don't certain things don't do. And guess what? These same people, these same inhabitants of that land, who our Israelites thought was their friends, and the Most High allowed them to come up against them, because guess what? Those inhabitants still had that bitterness towards Israel because Israel, remember, the Most High gave them that land. That was the promise, was that land. And they drove them out. Israel killed them and drove them out, man, because the Most High allowed us to kill them and drive them out and conquer them. So they still held bitterness into them in their hearts towards us, man. So any opportunity that the Most High allowed for none of those shit to go against us and conquer us, they was for it, man. They did it, bro. And the Most High allowed it because when we transgress the Most High, everything is used as a tool for the Most High. Like, everything is used to benefit the Most High, man. So these enemies, those enemies that was round about, that was inhabiting that land, that's what happened. For the sake of his people, and for his people to stay correct in his word, man, he allowed them to conquer them and to put them in captivity and to afflict them, bro. He allowed that, bro. Just so Israel can get on track. That was a chastisement from the Most High. And we was killed, we was enslaved, we was beaten, all that shit, bro. So what's going on then is going on now. And I feel like what the Most High did, this is just my thoughts on it from reading up to this point. I feel like what the Most High did now, and the reason why we're in our captivity now, because remember, he visit the third and fourth generation of those who hate him, right? He visit their iniquities. He said he visits them. Meaning that I feel like what happened was, because we kept transgression back then in the time of Judges, we kept transgressions. Remember, every time he would bring up a prophet or he would bring up a judge of some sort to help Israel, to warn Israel, to tell Israel to follow the commandments, and every time that judge would die off or that prophet would die off, Israel would fall back into calamity and do the same bullshit, idol worship, false idols, and just continuing in disobedience and rebelliousness and stupidness. So what happened is, I feel like what happened was, personally, what I think is, from reading up to this point, is that the Most High was like, okay, y'all still don't get it. I don't raise up prophets. I don't raise up judges. I made it to a point where there's no way you can know. There's no way that you can. It's just you falling the stubbornness of your heart. Because I showed y'all many signs before I am. And every time y'all prayed to me, I release y'all out of captivity of the Assyrians and these other nations that's around about you. I release y'all out of captivity. So now y'all know for a fact that I am the God of Israel and I'm helping y'all, right? So now y'all just don't give a fuck, basically. So the Most High is like, okay, because you know the Most High saying his word, hearken unto me and not hearken unto you. So guess what, man? The Most High was tired of that shit. He was like, you know what? I done did all I can for these people. they still don't give a fuck. They doing what the fuck they want to do. So you know what? Y'all want to do what the fuck y'all want to do? Israel want to do what the fuck y'all want to do? Okay. How about this? Let me and remember the curses. He gave Israel a blessing and a curse at the same time. This was in Deuteronomy and in Leviticus. He said it, man. I present to you a blessing and a curse. So, and guess what? He kept giving Israel chances. They kept forsaking his law, going against him. And he still, man, he chastised them by sending inhabitants against them by allowing them to conquer them and shit. But then he gonna bring them out of captivity. And, you know what I'm saying? And, Israel still didn't get it. They were still hard-headed and stubborn and stupid. And just as then, remember he killed our people back in Exodus, man, when they worshiped that false god, man. Thousands of Yashreelites died. And just like in Numbers, how a lot of Yashreelites died, man. Even the earth swallowed some Yashreelites for coming against the Most High servants, period, of Israel. He killed Yashreelites for coming against his own servants. And those that worship false gods and all that was killed off. So, best believe, then it's now, bro. But the Most High will kill off some Yashreelites, bro. Don't get that shit twisted. That's why 2/3 will be cut off, because he not playing. He want the good fruit, man. He want the wheat, not the tares. The tares are bounded up and thrown into the fire, bro. He don't want no tares, man. So, yeah, what the Most High did, man, he was pissed, and he was saying, man, I bet the Most High basically like, yo, I did all I can for y'all, and y'all still gonna forsake me? So, okay, y'all want to worship false gods? Y'all don't see that y'all provoke me to anger by worshiping these false gods because I love y'all. I have a covenant with y'all. And y'all provoking me to anger by giving all of my love and all of my glory to an image that has no power? Okay. So, how about this? Curse y'all. Here go these curses. Like I told y'all in Deuteronomy 28. Here go these curses. I done gave y'all chances, but now here go these curses. And the 400 years was our curses because that had to be the 4th generation that got cursed. And the Most High visit their iniquities, their lawlessness, and curse their ass. So that's why we're here to this day, which is approaching 400 years. And he's going to come back. The Most High said he's coming back. The veil is going to be lifted. Armageddon, meaning the veil is going to be lifted. The truth is going to reveal itself. The Most High is the truth and the light. So he's going to reveal himself and he's going to come back. And he's going to visit the iniquities. Meaning like, and he said all through his word, man. Man, woe to those that bear iniquity on the day of the Most High return, man. So we gotta be doing what he wants us to do on the day of his return, bro. It's very important, man. And he gonna visit the iniquities, the lawlessness, the sin overall, a transgression of the sinner's law. 1 John 3:4. He visited all with fire and brimstone. He not playing. He wiping shit out. Just like back in the days, man, when he raised up the young kids. When he killed off the old back in the desert, he killed off the old men, man. He raising up the young, bro. He gonna raise up a young generation that's gonna see the works of the Most High and that's gonna abide in him and have faith in him. Cause it's all about trust, man, and faith in the Most High. It's all about trust and faith. So, at the end of the day, I just give all thanks and glory to the Most High, all trust and faith in him, because he is the truth and he is the light, man. There's no darkness in him. Another thing I want to say is, I think this is in Numbers, right? The Most High say he prepared me for battle, like I'm going to war or something, right? Some sort. So, granted, remember back in Numbers, right? I think it was in Numbers. How Moses, it was some men who was 20 years older. I'm 25. This man who was 20 years of older, who was like the ones who was warlike, who had to go in battle and stuff. And then the man who was priest of the tribes, where they had to be like, I think like in their mid 40s or like higher, or some sort like that. I don't fully remember the exact numbers. So I sat down and think, I'm like, damn, like, he prepared me for battle, because I done had dreams about, I had many dreams, bro, and I'm gonna tell you this one quick dream. It was just one dream. I was at my grandma's house. You know what I'm saying? I was at my grandma's house, and I was sitting on her porch. I was waiting for my cousin to come pick me up. right? And what happened was, as I was waiting for my cousin to come pick me up, like I was waiting for a second, I was waiting. What happened was, it was this dude that came by. Right? And he gave me like a black dude. He gave me extended clips. He gave me RP bullets. And I do have RP bullets. I have an XD45 Springfield, and I have RP ammo, which is like one of the top of the line type of ammo you can have for a handgun, period. You know what I'm saying? The most dangerous bullets to have. You know what I'm saying? Them zombie apocalypse weapons. So, bullets. So, yeah, the man, he had a whole bunch. When I say a whole bunch of ammo and clips, I was like, wow. And I was still waiting for my cousin to come get me. So I seen that as, it seemed as so like saying, as I'm waiting for the Most High to return, the Most High gonna give me bullets, spiritual ammo, period, to fight against the enemy with, because this is a spiritual battle. So he giving me spiritual ammo, special spiritual ammo to fight against the Most High, the enemy. I Most High fight against the enemy. You know what I'm saying? So basically, that was just a powerful dream to me. That's just one of my dreams, man. And yeah, bro, it's Most High just amazing, everything that he do, man. Because like I said, I didn't know anything about this. He brought all this to my attention. He showed me all of this in like a short time. And I don't fully know what he doing, man. But all I can say is, man, y'all focus on what y'all need to focus, man. Focus on obedience to the Most High, His laws and His statutes, bro. Especially if you Joshua like, man. Focus on his laws, man. His laws and him and his laws. All is him. And the Most High will use, the enemy is used all for the glory of the Most High. Just know that, man. And if something gets bestowed upon you and allowed amongst you that you don't like, you need to seek the Most High, seek the source, because He's the truth. He's control of the peace and the evil. The Most High wounds and He heals, man. And there's no God beside Him. He's the one, the truth. Yeah, man, like, on my 5th day, or 6th day, really, of fasting, bro. Let's give all glory and thanks to the Most High, man. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing, too. I'm gonna show y'all one more thing, bro. So one more thing, bro. Check this out, right? You got I'm reading, like I said, I'm reading 2 Kings right now, right? It says right here. Look at this. It says right here, man. And if y'all can see this, I'm showing you this because I can't press a button to flip my camera. So, it says right here, 2 Kings 5. Him and he said, "Behold, now I know that there is no God in all the earth, but in Israel. Now, therefore, I pray thee, take a blessing of thy servant." There's only one God, man. It's the God of Israel, bro. Simple as that. There's only one God, and it's the God of Israel, man. And when I seen this, because I only know read 2 Kings for the first time, I'm just like, wow, bro. You know, all these things. And look, it's so crazy how I look. Even if you read, it's so funny. If y'all read the story of, if I read, Judges 14, it's just so crazy, bro. I'm finding so much shit in here. It's not even funny, bro. Now look. Elias healed a baby, bro. A dead baby. He brought the dead back to life. Elias brought the dead back to life. A prophet. The prophet Elias, man, in 2 Kings, bro. If y'all read 2 Kings 4 verse 30. Man, 30 through 35, man, Elias brought the dead back to life. He brought the dead baby back to life, bro. Through the power of the Most High, man. And then look, we're gonna go to I'm just pointing out the faults in the word for y'all, man. Not even the faults, I'm not pointing out the faults. I'm just showing y'all the truth, man, and hitting things, man, that we don't see in a commercialized thing. You know, only thing we see is, Jesus walked on water, Jesus this and this, man. Man, the real prophet, Jesus, did the shit that the prophets before him did. Period. And it's all through the power of the Most High. Because guess what? If Jesus didn't follow the commandments, he wouldn't be Jesus. Simple as that. So all y'all that want to say y'all fucking Christians and shit, follow the law. How the fuck y'all not Christians? Y'all freaking lawless. Y'all self-righteousness. Y'all iniquitous. That's what y'all is, man. Y'all practice. You want to know why they say I'm a sinner and all this bullshit? I'm not a sinner at all. They say they're a sinner because, look, a sinner practice sin, bro. They practice lawlessness. And the lawless transgression of the law is sin. That's why they're sinners. They practice lawlessness, man. But we that worship him in spirit and truth, we practice righteousness on a daily basis. So we follow laws because the Most High is holy, man. Be holy for he is holy. The Most High is lawful. He's lawful. He is lawful. He's not lawless. He is lawful. So if you're lawful, that means you're being holy because he is holy. He said, be holy for I am holy. He didn't say be a sinner because I'm a sinner. God, the Most High is not no damn sinner. There's no darkness in him. Sin is betrayal of God, betrayal of the Most High of Israel. That's what sin is. So when you sin, you betraying him. And all those that suffering from grief and all these things, listen here, man. When the presence of the Most High is with you, bro, certain things of this world will not bother you at all. I mean, yeah, you get irritated because that's you being you're a person, of course. You have a tolerance level. But as far as on a daily tip, you want to be always angry. You want to always be disoriented and discombobulated, man. The Most High give a peace and a sound mind unto you, man. And he still the waters, man. He make you at peace, man. He make you relax, bro. Everything else is the devil, my nigga. Straight like that, bro. Because that would be contrary to the Most High. Yeah, if y'all read, okay, back to what I was saying. If y'all read Judges 13, man, this sound like the story of Jesus, bro. And when I read this, I was like, wow, because if you see, this is everything I put on a little bit. All this right here. Judges 13. Judges 13, man. So it's just certain things I'm looking at as far as that. I'm like, okay, that's something wrong with that, you know what I'm saying? But I just thank the Most High for allowing me to read the Old Testament, to know these things, because it's an honor and a privilege, bro. It's an honor and a privilege to know the Most High, man. Simple as that, man. It's an honor and a privilege, bro. Honor and a privilege to know the Most High, man. Well, getting back to the word, man. I'm into bias. Yeah, once again, like I said, man, it was just on me to say, man, and everything he talked to me about, not every single thing, but things that's beneficial to y'all, man, that's edifying, and that he put on me to do, I'm gonna display that, period. So, me personally, I don't like to make a lot of videos at all. But at the end of the day, my love for the Most High, as I hearken unto him, He hearkened unto me, and I'm operating out of love, man. Love cover a multitude of sins. Love, love, love. And if you read 1 John 5:3, man, it tells you how to love the Most High, the God of Israel. Follow His commandments, bro. It's simple, man. If y'all don't know how to follow His commandments, I mean, if y'all go back on my channel, you can see numerous things when I talk about the law and how we can really follow it. It's not hard at all. So I just give out thanks to the Most High, man, for giving me the strength and the voice into my body to be able to speak these things. Because once again, I'm still fasting and I won't stop until Sunday the 9th. Yeah, so it's a great thing, man. Like, I never did this in my life as far as beforehand. When I found out how to fast and what's a real fast, I jumped on it. You know what I'm saying? When I found out that following the laws and His commandments is true, I jumped on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I was blocked from certain things, but you know, the Most High, He in control of all things, man, and He got it, man. Period. And I don't want for nothing. You shouldn't want for anything, so don't be careful to not put yourself in compromising positions just for a temporary satisfaction, man. Be careful. Because the Most High, because the Most High allowing Satan, because Satan probably got like a couple months left, man. What, August until this shit, till we free, man. So you know what Kodak said in this song, man, in Spar? He was like, man, back then, he was like in 2017, they only got 2 more years of slavery to do harm to us. So yeah, man, trust me, these celebrities know the truth. They know that we're the children of Yah. We're Yah of Yasharala. We're Yasharites. We're the Most High children. They know that. And the commandments is what give us power. The Most High is our source of power, man. So I pray that this grip the ears of those who hear and let those who see perceive, man. And let the Most High will be done, man, on my channel and on other numerous of channels, man. That, you know, His truth may get out and y'all can be saved from destruction, man. Because the Most High, He's not playing, man. He's visiting the iniquities of those of the 3rd and 4th generation. This the 4th generation, baby. Y'all gotta wake up. So I say shalom to y'all. Peace, peace, peace. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Peace, peace, peace. Hallelujah, Mashiach. It's another good day, man.